Welcome to Stories That Speak Today, where we take a fresh look at old stories from the Bible and discover how they still speak to us today. In this series, Grace in the Cycle, we're exploring how God's mercy meets us again and again. Today's story is called Who, Me? Moses wasn't looking for a calling. He was tending sheep, ordinary quiet work, on the far side of the wilderness. This was not the life he once imagined. Long ago he had lived in a palace. He had known power, privilege, and promise. But one moment of anger changed everything. Moses fled Egypt, leaving behind his people, his position, and whatever future he thought he had. Years passed. The wilderness became normal. The past felt buried. And then, fire. A bush burned, but it didn't burn up. When Moses turned aside to look, God spoke his name, Moses. God told him he had seen the suffering of his people. He told Moses he would be the one to go back, to stand before Pharaoh, to lead Israel out of slavery. And Moses answered the way many of us would. Who am I? He listed every reason he wasn't qualified. He doubted his ability. He questioned his voice. He worried about being believed. At one point, he begged God to send someone else. But God didn't walk away. He didn't shame Moses for his fear. He didn't withdraw the calling. Instead, he stayed. He listened. He answered each question with patience. I will be with you. God didn't deny Moses' weakness. He met him in it, again and again. Moses' story reminds us that calling often begins when confidence ends. We tend to think God uses people who feel ready, strong and sure. But again and again, he meets people who feel hesitant, tired, or unqualified. Grace doesn't wait for us to feel capable. It meets us where we are and stays. Maybe you felt like your past disqualified you, or that too much time has passed, or that someone else would do a better job. This story gently reminds us God's mercy is patient, and his calling doesn't disappear just because we are afraid. Will you pray with me? God, thank you for meeting us with grace when we feel unsure. Thank you for staying when we hesitate. Help us trust that you are with us even when we don't feel ready. Amen. Moses' story is found in Exodus chapters 3 and 4. I'm glad you were here today. Next time on Stories That Speak Today, we'll hear about a friend who risked everything in the quiet courage of loyalty. Until then,